Thank you very much, Dr. Warren. It's my pleasure to introduce Peter Yates, one of our 44 PhD graduates here today. Peter grew up and went to school in Minnesota. He obtained his bachelor degree in science in 2007. After college, he decided to leave the place which you don't necessarily need a freezer or refrigerator for the rest of the year by coming to California. He worked a year in a West Side school called UCLA in the research laboratory. And soon he realized that these days it's much more attractive to become a Trojan than anything else that the rest school offers. He enrolled in our famous program called the PIC program, the PhD degree, and the following year he enrolled in a very leading research laboratory headed by Dr. C. Chen, the world-class immunologist. His research is immune system in intestinal mucosa and responses to environmental insult. He has made groundbreaking discoveries that leads to his graduation soon this year. Without further ado, let's welcome Peter Yates.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lee, for that introduction. Welcome, faculty, family, friends, and graduates. First, I would like to congratulate the USC Keck School of Medicine, class of 2013. It is my extreme honor to deliver your commencement address here today, and I would like to thank the School of Medicine Graduate Student Association for this privilege. When the student government put out a call for students interested in speaking at graduation, I knew I wanted to do it, but wasn't quite sure of what I wanted to say. How do you condense 5 years into a 5-minute speech? How can you properly convey the highs and lows of a graduate school career in a succinct and thoughtful way? Like any good resourceful graduate student that was searching for an answer, I went to Wikipedia. I started simply by searching public speaking, and Wikipedia returned a lot of positive and negative traits associated with public talks, but that didn't really help me in what I needed to say here today. And at this point, I was getting pretty desperate, so I searched science, and Wikipedia returned, I quote, "a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions about the universe." Now, this statement really stuck with me. I interpreted it more as the understanding of changes within our environment and our universe. Then I thought about how I have changed over the past 5 years since my graduate school career began. What am I taking away from the past 5 years of long days and even longer nights? How has graduate school changed me, not just as a person, or not just as a scientist, but as a person? After ruminating for several days, I determined that graduate school has taught me 3 invaluable lessons. Lesson number 1, always be caffeinated. Let's be honest, we all know it's easier to face the day when you have the proper energy level, whether it be natural or derived from a cup. I always had a fondness for coffee, but until graduate school, I really didn't appreciate its usefulness, not only as a tool for studying, but as a requirement for everyday activities. Now, don't get me the wrong idea, I absolutely love science. To this day, I am enthralled by its intricacies, its complexities, and its mysteries. But there will be days where, despite this passion, reading another journal article, or sitting in a tissue culture hood, or doing data analysis would just be impossible without a little help from the on-campus Starbucks. Unsurprisingly, a 2011 survey showed that scientists and lab technicians drink more coffee per day than any major profession. So coffee makes the impossible possible, especially in science. Lesson number 2, grad school taught me how to fail. It taught me that I would fail completely and spectacularly. All of the graduates here today have known success at the highest levels. But science is an incredibly humbling endeavor. Experiments can be fickle, they can fail in unexpected ways. It can be as simple as a slight increase in room temperature, a change in the barometric pressure, or you might just be wearing the wrong colored shirt, because some days nothing, even under the perfect conditions, will succeed. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed, I have just found 10,000 ways that don't work." And he was right. Failure isn't valuable. Failure allows us to release our preconceived ideas and outcomes of results. It teaches us malleability in our thoughts, precision in our actions, and a mindfulness within our work. But most importantly, failure taught us perseverance. It taught us that the seemingly insurmountable problems of the day could be dispatched with a relentless energy and a dedicated focus. It taught us that failure is not something that should be feared, but rather accepted with a humble curiosity and a belief that we will learn from our mistakes and improve tomorrow. Lesson number 3, that I am not alone. John Donne once exclaimed that no man is an island entire of itself, and likewise, no graduate student could complete this journey without the help of others. First, my fellow graduates, classmates, and lab mates, whose daily friendship has been nothing short of essential. Some of my most memorable moments of grad school came not in the lab, but over coffee breaks in Seaver, lunches in the quad, and happy hours at Barbara's. It is these memories and the relationships that I have formed at USC that I will forever cherish. Moreover, every graduate here is indebted to the service and the guidance of the USC administration, faculty, and specifically our faculty mentors. I would like to personally thank my mentor, Dr. C.E. Chen, for his unwavering support and generosity over the past 5 years, and I would like all the graduates to join me in supporting the faculty and administration here today. Finally, I would like to thank the parents and family members and friends that are here in the audience today. Without your steadfast support and love, which we have received in perpetuity, none of this would be possible, especially for those whose love has to travel continents and oceans to reach us. Without all of you, none of this would be possible. Thank you so much, and congratulations once again to the class of 2013.